In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NCAAB matchup, and I'll break it all down with a free winning pick so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free pick is about to drop, and it's coming in hot. Let's break down the matchup between Oakland and Houston, a David versus Goliath game that screams early season statement. Houston sits as a massive favorite at minus 28.5, while Oakland is catching plus 30. The public always gravitates toward the big underdog number, thinking it's too many points, but this is exactly the kind of setup where the powerhouse crushes. Houston at home against mid-major opponents is a covering machine. Their defensive metrics dominate. Opponents struggle to crack 50 points when Houston locks in, and that's exactly the formula here. Oakland's offense relies on rhythm shooting, and once that gets disrupted, possessions turn into empty trips. When that happens, the pace actually works against them. They can't slow it down enough to survive. Now the total sits between over 136 and under 137.5, and that's the tight window that tells you the books expect Houston to dictate tempo. In these mismatches, when Houston's favored by 20 plus, the under historically cashes because their defense suffocates and the second half turns into a bench rotation clinic. You'll see 10-minute stretches with no field goals from the underdog, while Houston runs disciplined sets that bleed clock. Bettors who grab the over in blowouts often forget. Garbage time kills scoring, not helps it. Once the backups come in, pace disappears. Psychologically, this is one of those prove-it games where the big program sharpens habits. Houston doesn't take these spots lightly. They use them to reinforce defensive principles, and that's why the spread's justified. Oakland's only real angle to stay inside the number is if Houston completely checks out, but that rarely happens at home. The first half is usually the hammer, where Houston builds a 20-point gap before halftime and never looks back. I'm rolling with Houston minus 28.5, and I'm taking under 137.5, expecting the Cougars to suffocate Oakland into submission and coast through a low-scoring second half. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Quick recap of the play: Houston minus 28.5 and under 137.5. A blowout by dominance, not by pace. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!